Coming to you from the Caesars Superdome in downtown New Orleans, Saints rival Tampa Bay Buccaneers and their newly acquired quarterback Steve Young come to the Who Dat Nation for these teams' second meeting this year, Frank.
These teams started off hot this year and produced a great game in Tampa 2 weeks ago. I expect to see another one here today.
This stadium in particular, a difficult one for visiting teams to play in. How is this Tampa offense going to have success here today, Frank?
Well, they're the number one team in points scored, so they're going to score. Now, the New Orleans Saints traded that number one pick this year and added a ton of talent on this defense. Is that going to be enough to stop this team that has scored the most points so far this season? That question is about to be answered here today.
Not much has changed since these two teams met the first time. They have changed uniforms and stadiums and are ready to go at it again here in week 4. It's the Bucs versus the Saints in the Who Dat Nation, and it all starts now, right here in the MaddenVerse.
Today, from the Caesars Superdome in New Orleans, it's week 4 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the New Orleans Saints taking on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
First opened back in 1975, there's a look inside the iconic Superdome in downtown New Orleans. The setting in this dome just serves to amplify the excitement of the folks in New Orleans as their Saints burst from the tunnel a moment ago. They're set, and we're set as well as the Saints get ready to do battle with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
They are ready for kickoff. There's the team comparison. We take a look. Number 1 offense in points, Tampa, and we're good to see them here first, Frank.
Channing Jet gonna take this one. The guy's got speed, adds a lot to this Tampa offense. Lots of speed, special teams, and he can catch the ball.
Steve Young, a great season since moving to Tampa. So far has had a lot of success here. Only the one loss to Minnesota last week. 1st and 10 on the 26 for Tampa. Nick Chubb has a wide open lane, and he may take this to the house, Frank.
Got a legal block in the back right there. I think Nick Chubb was gone before that penalty even happened. But they are going to call this play back.
Mike Evans, a devastating penalty there. That's going to be like a 42-yard penalty for Tampa, Frank, right out of the gate.
They're in good position, though, on the 42-yard line here.
Over the middle to Mike Evans, and that'll gain another first down. Wow, Tampa is on the move, going down the field early with authority, Frank.
Thirty-yard line for Tampa. Young in the shot again.
Hands it off to Channing Jet. Saints able to close in on him quick. A 4-yard pickup for Tampa. 2nd and 6. Channing Jet, he'll be brought down by Reese. The 3rd-round pick this year for the Saints. Boy, did they add a lot to their defense this year, Frank.
Oh, yeah. These guys have been great.
Cameron Jordan makes the stop, but the damage is done. Nick Chubb gets the first down, and they are now on the 17. Young out left, and it's brought in by Mike Evans again.
Man, this guy brings everything thrown to him down.
You know, you put up a prayer and you're thinking, man, hopefully it doesn't get intercepted. No, this guy's bringing it in, and it's 6. On the 1-yard line, 1st and goal, Nick Chubb, and he'll walk right in. He didn't have too far to go there, Frank.
Moved right down the field. That was way too easy for Tampa. You know, you let him come into your house like that and go right down the field. First play of the game, he almost took it to the house.
Coach Payton's going to have to make some defensive adjustments to put a stop to that ASAP.
Extra point is good. A 34-yard drive. Saints will start on that 28. And we'll see Archie Manning and this offense for the first time today.
Been kind of quiet this year. 3 TDs, 1 INT. Not turning the ball over that much, which is good, but a little bit more production. You want to end up on top on some of these games, especially against this Tampa offense.
Hands it off to Bush, and he'll trip over something there. Looks like he was about to get loose. And something happened to where he got slipped up there. 2nd and 5 for the Saints. Bush will run left, and he's got past the first down marker, and that'll be up to the 41 for New Orleans. Manning in the shotgun. Back to pass. Throws left. It's brought in by Devery Henderson. Not a first down, but a nice 6-yard pickup there.
Quick out route. Great route by Devery Henderson.
Called in by Shockey, but I'm not sure they picked up much there. No, they'll lose a yard. It'll be 3rd and 5. Manning throws towards the middle, and it'll be pulled in. No. Ball popped out. Devery Henderson couldn't pull that one in and hang on to it. A big hit by Henry Morgan over the middle.
It's a big guy at corner to be able to take a hit from and be able to hang on to the ball. Devery Henderson, a little bit smaller of a frame. It's a good shot by Morgan.
They are pinned in at the 1-yard line. Mike Allstott to run it out here, and that'll bring it up past the 5 for Tampa. Chubb again, outright. And he is caught this time, but gets it out to the 21. What an explosive start for Nick Chubb today.
This guy, he could be one of the best running backs in the league today. Power and speed, hard guy to bring down once he gets moving.
Young out left. It is brought in by Chris Godwin, and that is a big pickup. Young thrown into double coverage there.
Look at Chris put his body in the perfect position to bring that down in the middle of double coverage. What a play.
Young in the gun. Hands it off to Chubb, and he'll be met right away by Lincoln Clay. 2-yard gain for the Bucs. Young back to pass. He'll throw right, and it is almost caught by Alvin Harper.
Good defensive hit right there. Pop that ball right out.
Young back to pass. Goes towards the middle, and Alvin Harper will hang on to that one, and I'm not sure if they have enough for the first end. Yes, they gave it to him.
It's a good spot for Tampa. Not sure if he actually got there. That's a good spot, and they will take it. 1st and 10 on the 49 for the Buccaneers.
Hands it off to Channing Jett, who is wrapped up right away by Devin White. That is who they received from Tampa when Tampa moved up for the number 1 pick to trade to London to bring in Steve Young. So there's a little karma tackle there for Tampa. End of the first quarter, 7-0 Buccaneers. But the Saints, he got forced to punt. Buccaneers have the ball again on the 49. Young out left. Not sure that Harper was inbounds. Nope, they're not going to give it to him. It'll be a 3rd and 12.
This is a crucial stop for the Saints right here.
Young over the middle, wide open. Channing, Jet.
That's a hard guy to cover. That guy can run a route and make his cuts. He lives up to his last name, Jet. He is fast.
Young sees him right away and was very patient before he threw the ball to give Jet a chance to maybe take off in open field. From the 30, Young back to pass. Scrambling, no. Hanging, oh, he is going to scramble out left. And he'll have the first down. Devin White gets the tackle. And that'll bring it up to the 19 for Tampa.
Nice for Tampa. They have a scrambling quarterback that can tuck and run. He made a great decision on that play. That's a big first down for Tampa Bay.
Young back to pass again, and he'll throw deep. And it's hauled in by Mike Evans. What a grab.
And I said, this guy can bring down any ball that is thrown his way. Now, maybe when he's not double or triple covered, but when it's one-on-one, his size and his strength and his awareness on the field, he's going to pull that down 9 times out of 10. What a play by Mike Evans.
Great throw by Steve Young, too, putting it in the perfect spot. He knew he was giving his guy the best opportunity to bring that one down. Saints start on the 23-yard line. Manning in the gun, back to pass. Throws right, brought in by Devery Henderson, his 3rd reception today, and about the 5th time he's been targeted. Archie throwing right, finds Michael Thomas, and that's a big gain for the Saints. That'll take it up to the 47-yard line, and that has lifted the spirits of this New Orleans crowd here, hoping that their Saints can get down the field and turn this game around. Hand off to Bush. He's out left. Wow, what speed, Frank.
It's another speed guy in this league. This guy can catch. He's a great route runner, very similar to Channing Jet. Reggie Bush, what a play. Out to the 31 for the Saints.
Hands it off to Bush, and he'll go up the right side. He's got a block downfield, and Morgan is able to bring him down at the 4-yard line. Another great run for the former Heisman Trophy winner.
This guy is a 2-dimensional back. He doesn't have a lot of power, but he's got speed, he's got agility, quickness, dangerous.
Over the middle, Marcus Colston, touchdown Saints. That'll breathe new life into this Saints crowd here, as they were really hoping their Saints were going to get down the field after 14 unanswered points.
Marcus Colston, the go-to guy here in New Orleans. This guy's been doing it here for a while.
(14-7), a Tampa lead, and they will get the ball just under 5 minutes left in this second quarter. Young back to pass. He is hit, and hit hard. I believe that was Cameron Jordan that got the hit on him. Throws left. Be caught by Godwin, but it's still a 3rd and 10, so not much there for Tampa.
Crucial stop here for New Orleans if they can get it.
Young scrambling out right. He'll throw late over to Mike Evans, and he hauls it in for the first down. They take it down to the 35-yard line.
Silence this New Orleans crowd.
Yeah, they were just getting going. The volume was starting to get a little louder in here, and a Tampa first down took it right back down. Chubb up the gut again.
These New Orleans Saints have got to put more guys in the box. You can't let this guy run through holes like that. He did it to you the first possession, he did it the second possession, and now you're going to let him do it a third time?
Young, play action, and he's patient, but he gets blown up in the backfield by Art Donovan.
Art Donovan, patient, stays with the play, blocks on him. He's just patiently waiting, and then he gets through, makes penetration right there. Big play by Art Donovan.
Six-yard loss for Tampa brings up 3rd and 8. Young outright. It is brought in by Johnson. What a catch. Wow. Look how hard he falls back and hits his head and his shoulder too. What a catch by Tyler Johnson. 1st and 10 on the 45 for the Bucs, and they'll go up the middle again with Chubb, and he is having some real success in this first half going up the middle, Frank.
Oh, yeah. Well, these Saints ain't stacking the line. He's able to get some space. Even right there on that play, you only had 2 yards to go. Push everybody to the right, stack him in the middle, nice and tight, and go at him.
First down again for Tampa. They are on New Orleans 33. Throw out left. Good coverage there. And that'll bring up 2nd and 10 for the Bucs. Young is going to be hit and he'll fumble. Cameron Jordan getting some pressure on him today and almost forced the turnover there, Frank.
I don't even think Young saw him coming. His eyes are downfield. He doesn't realize Cameron gets off the block that quick. He's able to get contact, and what does he do? Goes right for the ball. Smart play by Cameron Jordan.
3rd and 25 for the Buccaneers. Throws over the middle. It's behind Gronk, and he's unable to catch it. From the 48-yard line, a big field goal by John Heisman. Over the crossbar, and he could kick it even farther than that, Frank.
What a leg this guy has. Drafted last year in the 3rd round for Tampa, and they don't regret that.
New Orleans will start on the 32-yard line with less than 2 minutes left in the first half. Archie fires right, but it's way over the head of Reggie Bush. I don't think he had a chance at that one. Manning back to pass again, and there is heat coming at him, but he gets the play off to Jeremy Shockey. Able to make the grab out to the 49-yard line. That was Ed Thatch that just came up and smashed him right in the mouth, Frank.
I hope Archie has some Kevlar underneath those shoulder pads taking hits like that from Ed Thatch.
Over the middle, and Tampa defenders all around, making that ball pop right out of there. That'll bring up 2nd and 10 for New Orleans. Clock is ticking down. Here comes Ed Thatch right in the face of Archie Manning again, and a big hit by John Lynch, able to pop the ball out. Michael Thomas unable to hang on to that. 3rd and 10 for the Saints. Play action pass. Archie gets it off, and it's a little behind Colston, but he hangs on to it. Big play for New Orleans down to the 29. That will be a 23-yard reception and a first down for the Saints.
Adversity right there. You know, this Tampa defense is jumping right down your throat, and it's a 3rd and long, and you convert like that. Way to stay in it.
1:15 left. Manning over the middle, Reggie Bush, that's good for about 7. And the clock's still ticking, 50 seconds for the Saints. What a sack by Derek Brooks. And that'll force another timeout for New Orleans.
Just staying with it. Right on the blocker, he keeps forcing his way forward, eventually gets free, gets the hit on Manning. Great play by DB.
Manning back to pass. He'll throw left into triple coverage. And it is pulled down and intercepted by Henry Morgan. Not how the Saints wanted to end this first half.
Definitely not. You cannot throw that into double coverage. Very disappointing after you have that huge third down conversion. And now you just gave the ball right back to Tampa. Now, they might not be able to score points, but you at least missed out on a field goal there.
Over the middle to Chris Godwin again, and he'll get out of bounds smartly and bring it up to the 32-yard line. And perhaps Tampa is trying to tack on a few more points here before the half if they can get into field goal range with a few quick passes here, Frank. They do have the timeouts.
3 timeouts for Tampa. They could definitely do it. New Orleans needs to stay in this. It's not halftime yet.
Young scrambling left. No, he'll throw.
A little short, intended for Godwin, and the defender is able to make the play.
Young back to pass. He'll throw over the middle to Gronkowski. Spins out of the tackle and takes it to the 49-yard line. And Tampa will take their first timeout. They are on the move. They are almost in field goal range of John Heisman.
23 seconds left for Tampa. They got to be quick here.
Young right up the middle, and he'll slide for the first down, well within Heisman's range for the field goal. 16 seconds remain for the Buccaneers. Young throwing deep, intended for Gronkowski, and he is unable to hang onto the ball. They're going to take the field goal here. Plenty of leg. And that will do it for the first half. Tampa Bay Buccaneers have started hot. They started fast. And they have taken the New Orleans Saints a little bit by surprise here, I think, so far in the first half. A 20-7 lead. As we take a look around the league at games that are on the horizon. 2 winless teams. Should be a great game, though. Jacksonville and Tennessee just had a rough start this year so far, frankly.
Then we have the red-hot Chargers and the sensational John Paul Jones, Heisman Trophy winner, first-round draft pick of the Houston Texans. That should be a very interesting matchup.
Saints to receive the second half kickoff, and here we go. 20-7, Tampa in the lead. New Orleans looking to trim that lead down here in this second half. Handoff to Bush, and he is up to the 34. That'll be a gain of 5 for the Saints. Archie back to pass, throws right, and Devery Henderson able to get nice yardage after the catch there. That'll bring it up to the 48, a 1st and 10 for New Orleans. Going left, and that is a tough catch for Colston to bring down there. A weird formation here. A fumble from Reggie Bush, but he recovers his own fumble. Seemed to be there was a miscommunication. Something really wrong happened during that handoff. I don't know why you're running trick plays. You're coming down here. Everything's going well, and then you just lost it down. Now it's 3rd and 10. Manning throws towards the middle. Michael Thomas able to pull it in. Winfield able to take him down so he doesn't go any further. But these 2 receivers we're seeing here today, Michael Thomas and Mike Evans, they are big, they are strong, and they go up and pull that ball in. It's very hard to cause an incompletion if they can get to the ball.
These guys are supreme athletes.
Bush up the middle, gain of about 4 there. Well, they give him 5. That'll bring up 2nd and 5 from the Tampa 29. New Orleans closing in. Manning out left, and it's caught by Marcus Colston. Touchdown, Saints.
a matter of time before these guys were going to get down that field. Should have happened before halftime, but that turnover, unfortunately, has held the Saints back, and they desperately needed a score here to start the second half.
And the booth will review it.
Looks like he's got plenty of room there. He's got that left foot in and the right in the end zone. That left foot that's out of bounds doesn't matter. He had possession long before that left foot went out of bounds in the end zone.
7-point touchdown drive there for New Orleans. And if they can stop Tampa, get the ball back and do that again, they'll have a 1-point lead, Frank.
They're going to have to stop this Tampa offense first.
They'll start on the 30. Young in the shotgun. He'll hand off to Chubb. And that is good for a couple. Stingley on the tackle.
Good for 4 yards, actually, Frank.
Chubb stopped in the backfield by Lattimore. Big play there for the Saints. That'll bring up 3rd and 6. Young back to pass. He'll scramble, and he's got the first down, Frank.
Frank Figo was ready to light him up. That was a real good decision to slide there by Steve Young.
Young from the 42, 1st and 10 for Tampa. He'll scramble left and fire, and it's intercepted by Tracy Porter. Makes the play, gets position on Chris Godwin. And a huge turnover for the New Orleans Saints. Exactly what they needed in this second half, Frank.
What a play. Brings these guys out to their own 40-yard line. They're almost in field goal range already.
Hands it off to Bush. John Lynch will make the stop. Gain of 1. Manning back to pass, but there is heat on him, and that is Ed Batch. Just smashed him on the play. Hopefully he doesn't take too many more of those, Frank.
I'm surprised they didn't get the stretch out after that. This Archie Manning is tough.
Scrambling up the middle, and he'll have the first down and more. A 17-yard rush by Archie Manning, bringing it down to the Tampa 42. They are well within field goal range. Morton Anderson will kick that, no problem, but they do want the touchdown. Hands it off to Bush, and he'll go out right. Lavonte David with a nice pursuit there, able to bring him down after a gain of 1.
I like the way New Orleans is grinding this clock down a little bit, keeping the ball out of Steve Young's hands.
Big pass here to the end zone, and Devery Henderson unable to pull that one in. That'll bring up 3rd and 9 for the Saints. Manning from the shotgun. He'll throw right. Almost picked off. And Morton Anderson will kick it. And it's good. So the Saints able to get 3 points after the turnover. And trim that lead down to 3. Young will start on the 33-yard line for Tampa. Handoff to Channing Jett up the middle. He is brought down by Stingley after a gain of 9. 2nd and 1. Young hands off to Chubb, and he'll pick up that first down easily and gets about 5 or 6 after contact there. Up to the 49 for Tampa. They are already in scoring range, Frank.
Well, this is the number 1 team in points scored. Of course they're going to move the ball. They're going to move it well.
Channing Jett, first down, no, spotted short, 2nd and inches. There's Devin White on the stop for New Orleans. Hand off to Chubb, and he'll cut back and get a first down, taking it to the 37. Has another first down. Allstott up the gut, and he's got about 20 right there, Frank.
I call this guy the A-Train in Tampa.
6'1", 248. He gets going at full speed.
I don't care how many guys you got on him. He's going to continue to move forward for a few more yards.
That'll wrap up the third quarter. It is 17-20. Buccaneers lead here in the Superdome. They're closing in on the red zone from the 17-yard line, Frank.
Nick Chubb up the middle. That's a good gainer, 6 yards. Bring up 2nd and 4 for Tampa.
Young hands it off again, and this time it'll be Channing Jett, and he will not have the first down. He is stopped on the 8. They are inches short of the first down. Young will throw outright to Channing Jett, and he is brought back. What a hit by Frank Fiegel, and Lattimore finishes the play, and that'll be 4th and inches for Tampa. They still don't get the first down there.
Look at Popeye knock him right back. 3 yards. Lattimore able to finish that play. Brings up a 4th down.
They're going to go for it, Frank. Allstott up the gut, and he's in the end zone. Got a player down, Paul Gruber on the play. Look at him just go right through all those bodies to pay dirt, Frank. 27-17, 5 minutes left here in the Superdome, and it's gonna be a tall order for Archie Manning and the Saints to try to get back into this. Gruber probably will not return this game, but he will be back next week. Archie to throw right. Michael Thomas taking another big shot today. And the ball pops out. 2nd and 10, New Orleans. Archie throws left. Jeremy Shockey will have the first down.
The pursuit of this Tampa defenders today is amazing. Lots of balls been popping out. These defenders are getting there and making the hit.
Archie throwing right. Devery Henderson's got room, and it's a touchdown, Saints.
Incredible speed and vision after the catch. Runs up the sideline, does not step out of bounds. Takes that one all the way to the house. What a play by Devery Henderson.
He's been waiting for that one. Manning has tried to hit him over the middle and has successfully several times this game. That one, a house call. Now we have a 27-24 game with 4:19 on the clock. Tampa will get the ball.
Young, 12 of 21. He's got to take care of that football, though. The turnover has almost brought New Orleans back into this game.
They'll start from the 28. Chubb up the middle, and look at this lane he's got again, Frank.
He might go to the house.
Wow. Tracy Porter able to get a hand on him and force Chubb out of bounds at the end of that play.
Good pursuit by Tracy Porter. Way to not give up on that play. May have prevented the touchdown here. We'll see.
All the way down to the 20-yard line for Chubb. And a 1st and 10 for Tampa. They give it right to him again, and he'll gain about 5. Grinding the clock down. We're down to about 3:25 in the 4th. Chubb up the middle again, and he's got great blocking there. Closing in. They are now on the 3-yard line, and Chubb is up to 134 yards on the ground today, Frank.
That's a big game for him. It would have been a lot more if they didn't call that 42-yarder back right out of the gate.
Play clock down to 1. They'll give it to Allstott up the gut, and he is stopped short by Devin White, the former Buccaneer. 2 minutes to go in the fourth. 2nd and goal for Tampa. Hands out to Chubb, and he powers through. Touchdown, Buccaneers.
That was a punishing drive by Tampa. They grinded the clock down. They wore these defenders down and were able to run right over them to get the score. Good drive by Tampa.
Heisman's extra point is good, and that is a 10-point lead for Tampa. Archie Manning and the Saints, 1:55 left to try for a miracle here. Manning scrambling up the middle. He'll be short of the first down, and he'll run the audible. 2nd and 1. Quick play here from New Orleans. Back to pass, throws left, Shockey. Unable to get out of bounds, but he does move the ball downfield up to the 45. Manning handles the snap, throws right, and it's just too short. Mike Thomas double covered there, really had no chance at that one. Manning in the shotgun. Throws right. Reggie Bush will get it. That'll be good for about 8, but they'll be forced to burn their first timeout. 3rd and 1 on the Tampa 46. Manning back to pass. Wide open, Reggie Bush over the middle, and he'll wisely take it to the sideline, able to stop the clock all the way down to the 4-yard line.
Well, this guy can really go after the catch. You can't let a guy like him get the pass in open space. He's going to take it a long way.
1st and goal from the 4. Ironhead Hayward is stopped from behind by Ed Thatch. What a shot. 31 seconds left from the 1-yard line. Reggie Bush will finally get it in for New Orleans. And they have hope, Frank.
Well, hey, you got to kick the onside kick here. I wouldn't even bother giving the ball to Tampa unless you only got 2 timeouts left. Got to kick that onside kick and hope to get lucky here.
Extra point is good, and that is a 3-point lead for Tampa. Only 29 seconds left. We expect to see the onside kick here. And there it is, and Tampa will recover it. Allstott able to pick it up. And they will have it on the 47 and probably just grind this clock right down to victory, Frank.
Oh, yeah. You ain't going to take any chances. Grind this clock out. Come away with a 3-point victory. Don't be a cutie pie.
And Young will take the knee, and that will wrap it up here in New Orleans. A 3-point victory for the Buccaneers. What a back-and-forth game it was, Frank. Like Tampa was really going to take off and put a beating on them here at home, but New Orleans came back and had a very good second half, Frank. They got the turnover. They were just unable to stop Tampa, and really it was the running of Nick Chubb that really propelled this Tampa team over the Saints here in the Superdome. That's a wrap for us here from New Orleans. We hope to see you again in the MaddenVerse real soon. For myself, Frank, and the rest of the crew, we bid you all adieu. So long, everyone.